hello. Welcome
Hello.
to a new show. We are live here on the NUFC Insiders. We got a preview to do, of course. We got to get into the Newcastle or Fulham Newcastle match away as we travel to London this weekend. But a big piece of news came through today, ladies and gentlemen. And it's that obviously we are. I mean, you guys are going to help me with this, but I mean, I just don't know if it's confirmed or maybe the
No, it's
amount of
not
people that voted
confirmed.
is in favor, and so it's going to happen at some point, whatever it is. But according to everybody, this morning, or for me, morning, afternoon for you guys, there was supposed to be. Uh, I guess we would be allowed to buy anybody as long as we pay a tax fee at the end of the season, whatever, But essentially, money is not our problem. So whatever the tax fee is,
Mbappe.
you know what I mean. Whatever the tax fee is, we're going to take care of it. But I mean, this changes the game. I mean, it flips it on its head. A lot of I've seen a Liverpool fan that I collabed before. He was quite upset. He said the football is done and dead.
Yeah, because Liverpool have never spent money.
Exactly. And so I don't see. I mean, I don't see why it's a bad thing. I mean, if you have the money, you spend it, and I'm sure Liverpool is not necessarily struggling with money. So
No, I
if you're
think
Man U,
what they're saying is that there's only
I
really
understand. I understand what
City and
they're
and
saying.
Newcastle who've got like
Right.
state
I
ownership with
Well, I understand
hundreds
all
of
that, but
billions.
right. But hold on. The fact of the matter is, you can only buy so many players in football, ladies and gents. I mean, it's not like you're going to be spending. I mean, how much money can you really spend? Yeah, you can. You have
Look at
free.
Chelsea.
Exactly.
Yeah,
If Chelsea
for
spend over a billion, but look, before we get into all that, of course, and again, we're going to get into all that jazz here in a minute. We're going to debate, and I guess the mighty win is against Newcastle being able to spend. So that's fine. We're going to get into that.
He wants Paul Dummett to stay for another year.
Right. He wants Paul Down to stay. Yeah. Okay. So first of all, subscribe if you're new. Smash the like button, please. Super chats are much appreciated. Become a member for exclusive videos and, of course, member giveaways every month. And sometimes we've done them. Didn't wait until the month is over. We do them all the time. So yeah, become a member. Help us out. Subscribe. You can super chat and all that jazz. But first of all, smash the like button. Let's get to as many people as we can. We'll get to the comments here in a second. We're going to be showing them. If you have a question, put a Q in front of the question, obviously, and we'll be able to identify it and maybe bring it up to discuss. So, okay. Well, I mean, the debate is open. FFP. Now, is this confirmed? What essentially what is happening right now at this point in time? Paul,
So the
or it might win.
Premiership chief executives have had somebody's contacted them all with a view to scrapping FFP as it now is, still having a spending cap based on your revenues and all of that. So FFP sort of running parallel in the background, but if you overspend, then you're taxed. There's a luxury tax on.
Luxury tax, yeah.
That's what they're calling it, a luxury tax on however much you overspend. Apparently, it's a similar system to that which works in NHL and NBA. So I don't know anything about that. So you might though. And what happens then is, and there's been no cast iron figures bandied around, but one rumor is that you'll actually be taxed double what you overspend. So if you overspend £100 million, you get a £200 million luxury tax, and any of all the clubs that do get taxed, whatever that pot raises, however much is in that pot, then gets divided equally among all the clubs that haven't broken the FFP guidelines. So it's kind of a trickle down effect that everybody gets. If one club overspends, every other club gets the benefit.
Right.
And is that all the Premier League clubs win, or all the?
Well, it's what I've heard. It's just the Premier League, but Of course, what it means is that the lower clubs in the Premier League have then got more money to spend on championship players. So the price of championship players getting transferred will go up. So that means the championship clubs are getting more money. So they'll have more money to spend in the second division, first division, etc., etc., etc. So I think it's, well, obviously I'm going to say it's a good thing. I'm not going to say it's a bad thing.
Well, I mean, but essentially it's a good thing for everybody. I'm hearing somebody's echo. I think it's maybe Derek's, but or somebody's echo. I mean, no, it's not. Probably it can't be Derek. But I don't know. Whoever's echo it is, please, TV or phone. Now, I just don't see it being a bad thing for anybody, to be honest. I mean, you're able to spend what you make, what you have in the bank, whatever it is. You essentially are not looking over your head like all these clubs. I'm sure Everton would like to have that rule right now, even though they don't have a Saudi money.
Isn't the timing a bit suspect?
Of course, yeah.
Because
of Man City.
And Forest have already been docked. City and Chelsea coming up.
Right.
And the meeting is scheduled for the end of June.
It's where the power is.
Immediately before the transfer window opens. But too late for Everton and Forest.
Well, do you think they might get rid of those points?
Which I think stinks.
They might have to go and retrospectively remove the point deductions, I guess. Maybe.
Well, that's just making the nonsense of every game that's being played right now, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it is really. Yeah, because some teams might be like, "Oh yeah, we're not in such a bad position."
So the counter argument I heard to that this afternoon was they knew the rules at the time they broke them.
Well, so did Man
City.
City.
Now, to me, that still applies to Chelsea and Man City.
So Chelsea rolled the dice and got away with it.
Broken the rules.
It wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair if they don't get, obviously, I mean, punished. Because when you do the crime, you got to do the time for the moment that you broke the rules. So this essentially should start like next season, more than likely, and so the rules should start next season. So everybody that's been right now, right. So essentially everybody that's broken the rule before has to be held accountable. That's just the way it is, and so it would surprise me. It would be so blatant. I mean, I don't know.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah, but I just it would be so obvious that if they don't get prosecuted, what would they do? Just what? I mean, what would they say? They have to say something like, "What? We're not going to charge Man City no more than Chelsea because we got a new rule now."
Well, no, they're going to charge them, but their punishment will be a fine based on whatever they've overspent.
Well, it has to be something significant.
But for Chelsea, Derek, that must be quite a lot, right? Do you think?
Yeah,
because they've spent billions. So they could be getting a big old bill.
Theirs was slightly different. They entered into a separate arrangement because they had to pay off Abramovich or something and to do with Ukraine. I'm not sure exactly what the details of that were, but the reason Todd Bowley was able to spend as much was because it was to do with the Ukraine situation at the time and the fact that confiscated Abramovich's coppers.
But also, they were all signed on 8-year contracts, weren't they? All those players like Mudryk and so I think that might hamstring them for quite a few wins. Well, it would have done with FFP, but now obviously it doesn't matter so much.
Again, isn't that nicely timed?
Yeah, exactly. But
a lot of Man City's charges are to do with fraud, and it's a lot of
creative accounting.
A lot of it is pre-Pep Guardiola. It's made at a time when
the main thing that they highlighted in the Great British Football Scandal was the fact that the Etihad sponsorship, which was supposed to be 50 million, but when they actually got the bill, it was 8 million. The Man City paid Etihad 8 billion, and Etihad said, "Hold on, what's this?
Finish
50 billion. No, we didn't agree 50 billion." And the 50 billion miraculously appeared from some other source.
Finish your point, though, Paul.
Well, it was under a lot of it was under Pellegrini. There was some other there's some charges around his appointment and some alleged like involvement with other clubs, and it's a lot of like I did a show on another channel going back probably over a year now with some very intelligent Man City fans who were more clued up than I am, and it was very interesting hearing like what from their point of view what the charges were, and how and even they said, look, if the club are found guilty, they want they're Man City fans, but they said if the club are guilty of it, they want the book thrown at them because they
I think you're getting Pellegrini and Mancini mixed up. It was Mancini.
Was it Mancini? Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, his salary was allegedly £3 million a year or something.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's correct.
That Man City were paying him.
Yeah,
but I mean that's one of the things.
The email showed that he'd been paid something like 8 million, and the 8 million was paid from a Saudi thing. But he said that he'd done extracurricular work. He actually went to Saudi for a week.
Yeah, that's right.
And they are saying that was payment for the week that he did in Saudi.
£5 million for the week.
Chelsea have just got a penalty in the 98th minute.
Oh, you're joking.
What's it looking like? Oh, they got a penalty, so they could. I mean, if they draw it, to me, that's the best.
Draw's the best result. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, so
draw's the best result. Absolutely.
Something interesting in the Daily Mail report on this was they said that it's been kind of it's common knowledge now with all the other Premier League clubs that it's a big 7 rather than a big 6. And Newcastle are the 7th, and that's right, just behind closed doors. That's the kind of accepted thing now, and it has been for a while.
Well, I didn't know. But the club that brings the biggest threat to break the 6 and maybe add a 7, or just it's going to have to be that, or unless you just dismantle the whole thing, which again is not even a real thing. So it's just a group of people, it's fans really, and I've never seen a directive say the top 6, even though they act.
It's a marketing thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, I mean, the biggest threat is Newcastle United, even though Aston Villa is having a nice season and all that. But the biggest threat is Newcastle, because with money, the monkey in the circus dances with money, ladies and gentlemen, and money is what we got. And so if you're telling me that I got to pay a little tax, come on, man. It is all fair game. And now I'm announcing this because I thought about it. I didn't talk it over with my friends here, but I'm announcing this. We're going to have a cruel show, I guess you could say. It's kind of cruel, or it depends how you take it. But we're going to have the Keep or Toss show. And we're going to have this rule in effect for this show. And essentially, it's just a Wild West. I mean, you can just get whoever. At the end of the day, you offer a player a good contract and the club a good chunk of money. We're not going to be stupid either. I mean, we're not. I would assume that we're not just going to be paying whatever people want, because that's another thing that we have against us is that clubs know who we're owned by, and they're going to be asking all these crazy prices. So I would assume it's going to be whoever the DOF is going to have quite a job in their hands, because they're going to have to deal with all that. I mean, but do you guys really see this? What is making this piece of news something that is going all over social media? And what is it? Is it almost done? Is it what is verifying?
They've said they think they've got there's 17 clubs in favor of it out of the 20. Now, for a rule change, you only need 14 clubs.
Yeah,
but they reckon there's 17 clubs in favor of it, and they're having a meeting at the end of June when the CEOs will vote. I'm
really interested to know the 3 clubs who are against it. I assume Brighton.
No, but I haven't seen that anywhere.
I think Brighton will be one of them, because they could spend 300 million if they wanted to, and then they haven't got that wealthy an owner. So, but I can't think who the other 2. Maybe Man United.
I don't think it'll be Brighton.
I don't think it'll be Man United. Well, maybe so.
I think it'll be Man United. Liverpool. It could be. Man United, Liverpool,
yeah, definitely Liverpool,
and possibly Arsenal.
Man U definitely, because they got the money. They got the money worldwide.
Because their owners are like they are only multi-billionaires. They're not in. I don't think they're in the hundred. One of them might be in the hundreds of billions.
Who?
Crunky.
Oh, the
I think he's tipped 100.
All of these guys have a ton of money.
Oh yeah.
So
there's another interesting. Sorry, go on, Chris.
No. Well, I was just gonna say, whenever Saudi bought Newcastle, there was all these uproar about rich people, money club, and all this. Every club is a money club, ladies and gentlemen. All these guys have a ton of money. The Gronkies have 1 million clubs in sports, in the sports
but not
world,
as much as we've got.
And
well, it's 4-3 to Chelsea.
Get in.
Wow. 4-3 to Chelsea.
That's not good for us, Wayne.
Well,
it is. I want them. Listen, we're going to catch them. No problem.
Well, but I guess if you have to choose, the one that's ahead would be the one that we'd like to lose points. That would be great. That would be great. But the thing is that they call it rich club this, rich club that. All these guys are rich, man. They don't give a damn. They have all these clubs around the world. They don't. You know what I mean? This is essentially everybody is a money club or whatever they're talking.
The thing about I think what the American owners have realized is that the big money earners in America, NFL, NHL, NBA, they are America only sports. Now, America's a big country, so there's a ton of revenue there.
Well, but it's common sense win, because I mean, what is Saudi owners going to buy? Saudi sports? With all due respect, what, you know what I mean? What are we talking about here?
They want a worldwide sport.
Well, but Americans are going to buy in America because, well, with all due respect, this is a little bit of an American statement, and it might be harsh for some international folks. I mean, most folks.
No, all of the American sports owners are coming into the Prem.
We have the best sports in the world other than football. So, I mean, it's just the way it is, folks. I mean, but I know that's a little bit arrogant, but it is what it is.
It's not a little bit arrogant. It's a lot arrogant.
Well, we do. We do. But what we do, though, other than football, I mean, we do. So
other than football, because football is the biggest.
The biggest one. Yeah, that's right.
By a million miles.
Oh, that's So
I was going to say
that's a Roy thing
about the director of football. So obviously now, if the FFP is not such a thing, do you think that could accelerate this deal to get Ashworth out? Do you think they'll just say, look, we'll take less money, we'll take 15 million because we don't really care so much now?
No, I think we should do the opposite. We should say, right, you can pay as much as you
want.
Oh
yeah, no, you're right. It could go the other way.
50 million.
Yeah.
And then we'll go and get Maldini.
We want them to waste their luck.
With his address book.
Yeah.
Oh man, but that when this if this rule comes to play, it's going to open a lot of interest from players, from managers as well, from directives. I mean, it's going to open a can of worms in a positive way for us that we have no clue what's happening. You know what I mean? Now, with that being said, you got to be careful because you can just buy anybody for any price. And so it's not just about buying players; it's about buying the right players. You still got to do all that. But again, we'll see how that develops. And again, if I don't know if tomorrow we will have to talk and see. But just playing that we're going to be live tomorrow. I have to go to Nashville to see Newcastle. We're going to listen to Darren Eales, and we're going to meet Rob Lee, and it's going to be amazing. Amazing opportunity. I'm going for the first time to any of these events, so it's going to be awesome.
You're going to be there, Chris. So Darren Eales is there.
Darren Eales is going to do a live Q&A with just talking about talking about the club and then we got
Shearer and Lee are there, I think, aren't they?
Well, Shearer goes from the Premier League side because he's an ambassador for the league, but Rob Lee goes invited by the club.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, so Rob Lee is going to go do a little Q&A meet and greet. It's going to be awesome. Again, this is my first time I'm actually going to an event for the club, by the club. And so I think it's going to be awesome. A lot of Magpies. We're going to meet the Music City Mags. Hopefully a lot of people. John O'Hare is going to be going, so we're going to meet him. It's me and my wife only, so we're going to take a little break from the kids. We're driving. Yeah, man. So it's it's not far away. Nothing. The doctor was clear. Her doctor was clear on this situation. Nothing goes in, a lot comes out. So yeah, just saying. But there we go. All right, let's talk about the game, folks. Let's talk about the game. By the way, tomorrow we're gonna do the breakfast show again, and of course, I'm sure we're gonna be talking about whatever Eddie Howe has to say about this game, and then later on at night, of course, the insiders. All right, so that's good. Alan, the American rugby is not as big. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But I mean, yeah, okay. I'll give you that. And I don't really think it's big in Europe and maybe like Australia and stuff like that, but it's not really big around these parts. With all due respect. But again, let's not get into this because I'm telling you, international folks, most of the UK, you guys will lose. We got your number on all sports other than football, which is the biggest. So I'll give you that. We got another 100 years to catch up. All right, so let's talk about the game, folks. As you know, that Newcastle United are traveling to London. What part of London is Fulham at?
South London.
Right on the tip.
It's in Fulham.
SW 15, 16, something like that.
South London. So what other club is in South London?
Southwest London it is. You've got Chelsea, Brentford.
Also, Chelsea's in Southwest London too?
And then you've got Crystal Palace a little bit further south with Millwall.
I used to live quite close to Fulham, actually.
Okay, gotcha.
Brentford, Fulham, and Chelsea are the three that are in immediate vicinity.
There we go. So Fulham, we're going to be going all the way down. That's literally quite a ride, man. From the north side to the northeast to the southwest. That's is that the longest? Well, the players don't have.
It's just in London. It's the same as going to Tottenham or Arsenal or wherever.
Bournemouth or Southampton if they're in the Premier League.
Right. Okay.
Bournemouth the furthest.
At the moment,
all right.
yeah.
All right, so we're gonna try to get some points as well. I mean, with the scores, I had the standings right now. Looking at the standings, nothing has changed. I mean, Man U. So is it full time over there in Man U, Chelsea?
Yeah,
4-3. Yeah. 4-3.
What it's done, it's put Chelsea in a position to be able to overtake us with that game in hand.
Yeah.
But again, their running is horrendous, so it's not a problem.
Is it actually horrendous? Who have they got? I haven't seen their running.
Well, let me refresh me page. Okay, so they're at 43. They got a game left, but we also got a game in hand with Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Doesn't. It's not a game in hand as such. It's just a game. You know, it's the number of games you've played that matters. Who they're against is irrelevant, really.
What do you mean? We haven't played it against Crystal Palace. We need to play.
No, I haven't.
So we need to play. We haven't played them yet. So if we beat them, essentially we're. Anyways, you're just trying to argue with me, okay? And you're proving your point that you're proving the point that people love you because some people were like. Go easy on the old guy or whatever, you know what I mean? But
get the running up and have a look, man.
We will. Give me a second. The running doesn't matter, man. That running thing. We're gonna revisit that after the full-time scores. What we're gonna do is a little 10-game race. Now, Newcastle 8th, 44 points. Chelsea right now with 43 points, only 1 point behind. Essentially, a draw between Chelsea and Man U would have been ideal, but it hasn't.
Well, no, because it would have put Man U another point. Now they're only 4 in front instead of being 5 in front, and they've got a horrendous run in as well.
Right, and so I mean the chances are very much alive, but we got to win something, and I think we can win against Fulham. But
what are we looking at? We beat Fulham and Liverpool beat Man U at the weekend, then we're just a point behind Man U.
Yeah.
If I had wings, I could fly to the moon.
Liverpool
and we've got Man U to play at Old Trafford.
Yeah,
that's Liverpool not such a gimme. We've only won there once in the Premier League ever, so I'm not getting my hopes up there, Winnie baby.
Oh yeah,
well we beat them. We beat them in the FA Cup, right? Or no, was it FA Cup?
League Cup, yeah, we did against
League Cup, yeah.
Oh, League Cup. Okay, so
when you get the faith, you'll be a man, my son. You'll be a man.
Yes, that's it.
I mean, listen, man. I think we can beat them. I mean,
we can beat them, yeah.
Why do you guys see such a we can beat them? Yeah, but I mean
Gordon coming back. Gordon put in that team on Tuesday would have been, completely.
But Gordon's not going to be on there, of course.
Yeah, well, Gordon's going to be in on Saturday.
We're talking about Fulham, I think we can beat Fulham. Yeah,
we're talking about Fulham. Yeah, I think we can beat. certainly we can beat Fulham away.
They
I'm trying.
no injuries for them. That's quite amazing. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
no injuries. I've got
don't
last
normally see a team with
yeah.
no one missing. So they got a full squad to choose from.
Yeah, I've got a
Somebody
last
get Premier injuries up.
We are top of the Premier League injuries list table.
Oh, obviously.
We are
Now,
top of the league. So yeah.
Now, obviously, Fulham is 13th right now.
Yeah.
And
very poor form. They're very
Very
form.
congested though, isn't it? So right down to Fulham, right up to Man U now, I guess.
Yeah,
Not many points, 7 points, 8 points between all of those teams.
Nothing.
Not a lot.
Let me look at.
I mean, Bournemouth are nearly in it.
Yeah, Bournemouth are on 40 points on there, 41 or something.
Yeah.
Who else?
What a job he's done. What a job he's,
Yeah, he's done well. But so's O'Neill, actually. They're old manager.
Yeah.
Looks like a decent manager.
I mean, I like right here, my man David Lee's last time we beat them was in 14. That's not true. We just beat them this year.
In the league, I think he means in the Premier League.
Well, but it's the same thing. Well, I'll tell you something. There's a better probability because in 14, none of these players played. So we just
we must have beaten them since 14, maybe.
And then we beat them in St. James's Park, obviously, right? But I mean,
yeah, St. James's Park.
So, but I mean, I just I'm not going to
optimistic Tigers in the house.
Tiger Studios. We ain't getting Europe. We're going to bottle it as we do. But I hope we spend $1 billion in the summer if this new world comes in. I keep reminding people,
share the wealth.
Tiger Studios is a Newcastle fan. Yeah, he's. I'm telling you, man. Sometimes he says stuff that makes you question a little bit, but he's a very much a fan, and he likes things how he likes them. Very, very strict.
Well, sorry, he actually meant to say the last time Fulham beat us was 2014.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
really?
Sorry.
Is that true?
Is that right?
That seems like a long time ago.
Oh, Kenny, he actually said, "Oh, okay."
Of course, because they got relegated a couple of times as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
They beat us when Rafa was the manager. I remember that, but that was in the Championship, I think. 3-0 at St. James's.
There we go, David Lee. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Let me look at the last game. Fulham played Sheffield United.
What the lineup? I've got it.
You got it?
Oh, I did. You said.
You did your research. Oh, I love it. So okay. So this, tell me, what do we have to fear about Fulham?
Well, I'll go for that. I mean, they're probably going to play a similar lineup to this, I assume, because this is what started the last game. So they went with a 4-2-3-1. Bert Leno in goal. The back four with Tete, Tosin, Bassi, and Robinson. Yeah, Lukic, Jay Paulino in midfield. Wilson, Pereira, and Iwobi, and then you have Muniz up front. They made some subs. William came on, Reed came on, Carney came on after 33 minutes because they were really up against it. So Silva was not messing around and made some subs in the 33rd minute. William came on and Kenny came on in the 33rd minute. So he was not too impressed with their performance in the first half because I believe they were. I'll just double check my math here. They were 2-0 down very early. 9 minutes, Hudson-Odoi scored the first goal. 19 minutes in, Wood scored the second goal. And then he made a
super striker that we all know and love.
I mean, look, it's one of those where Fulham have got some, they have got some decent players.
Yeah.
You can't say they don't, but it's one of those things where they are but so were Everton when they came to us. So I guess it's one of those where you can't be too cocky and confident, but they're in a poor state at the moment. They're not playing well. They're not. One goal and they kind of capitulate. Obviously they have decent players in there. Pereira is a player I like personally. Iwobi can be hot and cold sometimes. We
were linked with Malinia and the Danish centre half Anderson.
That was Palace.
Man, let him finish his report, man. Stop being rude.
Oh, I beg your pardon, sir.
But yeah, it's kind of one of those where Pereira's a good player when he's on form. But for me, it's just kind of like we shouldn't be fearing them. We shouldn't. We're even with a patched up squad. I think the 11 we're putting out should do a comfortable job on Fulham, especially where they're at the moment. I mean, Tosin scored their goal last game, which was just obviously just a kind of a token goal, really. Pereira got the assist there, so it's one of those where they're the danger players for Fulham, I'd say, but we've got more danger players than us. I mean, look, they've let White score in the 45th minute. Forest could have had 6 or 7 on the replays I've watched. They absolutely battered them. They really did. So yeah, Fulham in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't see why we shouldn't go for the win. I mean, this is a depleted team. I mean, not depleted injuries. I'm saying they're just not playing good, and so I don't know why you're trying to be scared of this team.
Not scared, but there is a caveat to this.
That's the caveat. Yeah,
what they're playing. We're away.
For me, I just wanted to see their home form recently is that they beat Bournemouth 3-1, they beat Brighton 3-0, they beat Tottenham 3-0. That's their last 3 home games.
And they beat West Ham 5-1.
And they beat West Ham 5-1. So their away form's terrible, but at home it's becoming a bit of a fortress, their home ground.
I can see that.
And well, my caveat was going to be that when we've come up against these so-called poor teams, we ain't got a good record at the minute. In fact, we've got a shocking record.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's right.
They're not in the bottom 3, so that gives us hope.
Sorry?
We're not in the bottom 3. So they're not in the bottom 3. That's who we struggle against, isn't it? Teams in the bottom 3.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess we can take a look at what we could do to defeat the one and only Fulham. Let's take a look at our possible lineup, ladies and gents. This is the lineup that played last. I mean, is much going to change?
Well, Gordon's coming in for a start.
Gordon. See, he only got 1 game. Yeah, that's right. He only got 1 game. So,
yeah, he's fine.
So Gordon was at the casino, so we're gonna put him back in the pitch.
Gordon be fresh.
So, but for who?
I think Gordon might play on the right wing.
Yeah, Barnes cannot come off this team. I just listen, man. If you any of you want Gordon to come off the team, I'm into this stream right now.
Mm-hmm. It would only be for fitness reasons, wouldn't it? Because he's only just.
Literally just about to say, I wonder whether he might bench him for fitness.
Might rest him.
Bench him for a impact sub.
Yeah, not because he's played badly.
You got listen. What is Gordon? Gordon's right-footed, so
Gordon can play on the right wing, no problem.
Man, there's no way you can take Barnes. If he takes Barnes, I'm really gonna have a problem with Eddie this time because you cannot take your best players, man. I don't care if they're.
Well, he didn't have a particularly good game on Tuesday.
Everton
no, you're crazy.
As effective, but he was still.
He was giving those passes to Isak. One of them was an amazing goal, an amazing pass. He was trying, man. Well, what are you supposed to do when sometimes it's hard? You know what I mean? I don't want to be rude to some of these players, but it's hard sometimes being a good player.
You definitely want him in the team.
Imagine Michael Jackson with a bunch of Tito Jacksons and Randy Jacksons. I mean, it was hard, to moonwalk at times. That's why he went solo. So but I mean, I guess.
I know what I would do. I would get Longstaff off and put Murphy back in place and put.
Wouldn't that be? Let's just try that. So we take Longstaff, give him a break. Take out. If you put Murphy right here, this would be.
It'll never happen, but yeah, it would be lovely.
That would be a hell of a lineup.
Isn't it crazy that you say it would never happen? Like because we know it's insane to me, man. I'm serious. Like it's just unbelievable.
Eddie won't drop his boy.
No, I mean, if that lineup started, you were asking Bruno to kind of be that.
Be the DM.
No, because Anderson's in there doing the dirty work.
Yeah, kind of.
Here's a list.
Well, we don't have a right back, do we? Because he said Trippier's not going to be back until after Fulham.
Trippier and Livy's out for a month.
So Kraft is going to be there.
Is anyone back? Do we have another central midfield? We've got Willock. Okay, I think Willock could probably start. He was on the bench in the last game.
He needs a game. He needs a game, doesn't he? He needs he needs to kind of wake up a little bit, that lad.
Well, in which case you could switch Anderson to the right and put Willock on the left.
Yeah, and Murphy on the bench probably.
Wait, so you want Anderson on the right?
Or do you reckon he puts Murphy in the back four? Because he does like doing that sometimes.
Yeah, Murphy wing back.
Yeah, he's done that a few times, hasn't he?
Like he could do
But he did it on...
because Emil Croft picked up an injury, didn't he?
Yeah, so whether Murphy starts there, because I know he's done that a few times.
And then you put Willock back on the pitch.
Then you put Willock on the left and Anderson on the right.
Anyone want Dummett in there this time?
Fuck off. He's at WrestleMania. He's going to be in.
Is that Dominic being controversial there?
He's got a tag team match, hasn't he? This
he's in with The Rock. He's in with The Rock.
So Dubravka definitely starts. Can't leave Burn out. Fab, you can't leave. Lewis Hall's fit. He said he's just tired.
Yeah.
Bruno's fine.
Yeah.
Last game.
I think that's a hell of a team myself.
Yeah.
Well, the balance worries me a little bit because Willock is going to have to help out really, or Anderson. I just don't see Anderson being a DN, to be honest, or helping like that.
Well, he's the most combative we've got in midfield right now because Bruno kind of put a tackle in for his yellow card situation. Willock's not a tiger. Anderson is. The last 2 games, Anderson's been fantastic.
Yeah, he's been tenacious, and he needs the minutes.
Bear says this is the part of the show where they roll out the back five. Yeah, do we do that? We do that every show, don't we? We just say back five.
If we had 5 fit defenders, we'd probably do it.
But I don't know, man. This is a little tough. But none of the things.
There's only Murphy can go in there. Oh well, Kraft of course, but the Kraft's been poor.
Now center backs, obviously, we have no option, right? Like it is what it is.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm fine because Dan Burn was brilliant. So
yeah,
it's shiny.
Dan Burn was brilliant.
So the other options,
shiny to kick up the arse.
The only other options we have are Murphy and Dummett, so they're not going to come in.
Kenny has a statement. How can a 19-year-old be tired? He's there on the bench for 6 months.
Not about tired. This is the thing that people get wrong.
Much fitness.
Sorry to go with my medical side again, but it's fatigue. It's not tiredness. It's fatigue. And if your muscles get fatigued, you put more stress on them. They get injured easier. And this is just the thing that some people get it. People call it tired, and I get that people get annoyed at that. So like, well, he's young. Well, he shouldn't be tired. It's not about being tired. It's fatigue. It's a different thing.
Totally different. I remember playing myself, and when I was first starting to play 90 minutes again, I got to about 70 minutes. I'm like, oh my God, and I kept going down with cramp, and it was embarrassing. But after about 3 or 4 games, it was fine. So it will take time for his body to adapt.
Yeah. Now with Lewis Hall, he was tired, or fatigued, and so he's going to be able to come now.
He'll be fine.
Well, that's fine, but if there is a need for anybody in particular to come in for any of these guys,
Alex Murphy.
Yeah.
Do you really think though? Do you really believe that, or is he not going to put Dummett in because
he'll put Dummett in?
Exactly, man. That's what I think.
Eddie. Eddie will be like, he wants to make up for the fact he did it.
Yeah.
He wants to prove.
We've seen Eddie do that. We've seen him with Trippier, which I would have. I wouldn't have minded really because obviously Trippier he's got a better type of curriculum, I guess you could say,
than Paul Dummett, yeah.
More influential.
But I guarantee slightly higher profile.
Yeah, it's like
he's like
he's a little improvement on Paul Dummett, yeah.
But I'm saying, man, I just that worries me because at some point we're gonna make subs. At some point somebody's gonna fall to the ground. At some point.
Absolutely.
And then you really have no other backups for center backs. Did he even put Murphy is in the list? Did anybody know?
The bench. Yeah, he had him on the bench.
Murphy will be on the bench. I tell you who I would like to see. I'd like to see Harrison on the bench.
Yeah, me too.
I know. Why Gillespie doesn't need to be there?
It's head and shoulders above the other
goalkeepers. Yeah, he does. That's another thing, man. Eddie puts two goalkeepers there all the time, and I get it. If something goes wrong, then yes, but. That's a big if, man.
There's never a need for have two.
If two goalkeepers get hurt, then you would take your chances. Dan Burn go a goal. Who cares at that point? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Man.
It's stupid.
Well, how do we know Dan Burn can't stop shots?
He's a big boy. The thing is,
he's big as hell, so he'll just lay on one side of the
out
other.
the way one on Saturday.
Well, if we're going by recent Eddie Howe press conferences, Trippier might be fit. He might be just saying that he's not ready until after the Fulham game.
I mean, that's
happened before.
You've got to take him on face value at the minute, haven't you? And he said he's not ready.
Well, I don't know. He's said a few times, he said, "Oh, so and so's not ready."
Yeah,
They're on the bench or in the starting 11. You go, "Oh, okay."
Well, I don't know that. I don't know that he would say. I don't know that he's ever said that he's not available and then he plays.
Gordon, he
know,
did.
Yeah, he said Gordon.
But did he say he wasn't available whatsoever, or I mean, it could be? Or, no, I don't think it's going to happen.
He won't have any part of the game, and then he started him.
Right.
He's done it a few times. I'm sure he's done it 2 or 3 times.
Well, Gordon had a big plaster on.
Yeah.
When he was in America, and he was like, I don't know, Harvey Barnes hasn't contact with Harvey Barnes. He's on the plane over.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I mean, let's do what we think Eddie is going to do. A little combination with common sense, of course. That way, we can kind of adjust some things. But I mean, the Bravka
I don't think that's untoward.
I think he'll play Kraft.
I'm not saying that it's not. I think it's good, but he's not going to put Longstaff in the bench.
No, he'll play Longstaff.
He'll play Longstaff and Kraft.
You think?
Man, he's never played any worse than before. I mean, he's played horrific before.
It might just take a few minutes for the penny to drop with Eddie.
No,
it
doesn't drop.
It's taking a while. I'll just give up and go home, man.
No, so,
you know what I mean? It's at some point you just gotta.
What do we think then? Longstaff for Anderson.
But that's the thing, because you gotta think right now. Willock, Anderson,
and I think.
Well,
Kraft,
no, I think if he plays Longstaff, it'll be Willock who's on the bench. I think.
Yeah, probably, because you want someone to come with a bit of impact when he.
He'll definitely. I think he'll definitely start.
Willock has made any, but
now this kid Joe White, is he still green?
He's still green, yeah. But I put him on a golf course.
No minutes, no.
He's talented. He's got a lovely left foot.
Man, Richie too in there, man. I'm
He's
telling you, is Target available anymore? Like what?
Almiron's in the hospital, man.
Yeah, Almiron's out.
Oh, Almiron's in the hospital. Anybody that we need to relieve from the hospital at this moment?
Target's in the hospital.
Is he also?
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Look at all these.
It's getting too crowded in the hospital.
It's getting too crowded in the hospital. We don't have enough beds.
Well, what about Wilson? Because we were hearing stuff a while ago about or Joe Linton. They were supposed to be running around and going crazy.
I think it's
Roy said that Joey Linton was jogging in Dubai, but not taking part in any games. It's impossible for him to be.
In a pair of slippers, apparently.
Kim, it's not us, man. We're just doing what Eddie's gonna do, because we know we don't want to play him, but I'm sure he's gonna be there. So Longstaff likes to go against Fulham. But hey, Mason, how you been, brother? Anyways,
Mason.
I mean, so are we good with this lineup? Oh no, we gotta put somebody.
We're
playing with 10. We're playing with 10.
You gotta stick Anderson on the left and Longstaff where he is.
So we're gonna put we gotta put Longstaff in. Yeah.
And also, I would say Kraft for Murphy. I think if it's Eddie picking the team.
Hey, but Eddie's playing Murphy. He's made that decision before. So
he's kind of adapted, hasn't he? Like he's changed it.
Or maybe Kraft was hurt at the time as well. I can't remember.
I think
Kraft went off. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess
were
you guys happy with Kraft's performances? The last 2 performances that he started.
Well, West Ham was bad.
Everton
was better.
Mediocre.
Well, I didn't think he was any good against Everton either.
I didn't either. I think he's so limited, isn't he? Like going forward, he's better at centre.
I mean, at least he does put his head down and carry the ball forward, but he's a bit of a Miggy. Once he gets there, he kind of doesn't know what to do, and normally ends up turning around and passing it back 10 yards.
Yeah,
there was
kills
no
the
point. There was no point in running the 20 yards anyway.
But he can cross the ball. That's the thing. He actually
can cross the ball, yeah. But we haven't got a centre forward, you see. So that's the problem there.
We've got a 19 goal golden boot contender, but yeah.
Right. And thank you, our mods, for your amazing work. We got 70 people watching, by the way. Please smash the like button. help us grow and find more Newcastle fans that are interested in the late night talk. Okay, so are we good with this? Isak, Gordon up there, Harvey Barnes. I just don't find in any shape or form acceptable that Barnes wouldn't start in this team. I mean, you need somebody that doesn't give a damn anymore. You need somebody that doesn't care. You need somebody that'll grab the ball and just shoot. You need somebody like
that
that.
shoots
I don't
from
think
the
he'll
edge of
start.
the box.
I want him to
That's Harvey
start,
Barnes.
but I don't think he will. I think Murphy and Gordon on the left. That's
How
that's
can
what
you
I
not think he's going to start?
I just think because this is Eddie, and I think he'll want to rotate, and he won't want to play.
Man, screw that
Barnes
rotation,
3 games
man.
in a row.
So you're
It's
predicting
not my choice.
not
That's
what
I
your
think.
choice, what you're predicting that
That's
Kraft
why I
will
think
be right back,
Kraft will be right back, and
Murphy will be right wing,
and Gordon on the left.
and Gordon on the left with Willock behind him. No Anderson. So
Yeah,
Anderson
probably
and
Willock behind him with Anderson on the bench. Yeah. That's
Well,
about right.
Alessandro Minetti,
All
I
right,
love you,
Uncle.
man. I love you, man. And you were gifted a membership by somebody a long time ago. Hopefully, you
Mhm.
stay a member. But you can say the same thing. He says you can't criticize Kraft. He needs game in time. You can say the same thing about Dummett.
yeah, it's that's fair comment. Absolutely fair
Well,
comment.
so fair comment for Dummett too. That he hasn't played enough, so he can make those mistakes.
It is fair comment for Dummett as well. Well, I said that yesterday.
Man,
Inexcusable.
I can't be bothered with all this YouTube politics, to be honest.
Said that without moving my lips.
Not sure about that, Deli.
That is crazy to me, man. The fact that you just said that. But anyways, so I guess we'll be okay with this lineup. I mean, not okay really. I'm not okay with long stuff, but I think that's what Eddie's going to do. Essentially,
I think he might. I've just got a sneaky feeling in me water that he might surprise us tomorrow, and that Mr. Longstaff might just develop an illness or something.
Man,
Yeah,
you're
right.
Yeah,
He's not leaving his boy out the team.
Benjamin says this is not the time to get Muppets like that game time.
Uh,
Damn, he going in.
Well,
Benjamin's
I'm
American,
thinking-
man. He's going in. Beer
Maybe
biking
got
right
8
there
games left.
with the emojis. Again, please, folks, smash the like button. Help us get more people. Okay, so let's go to our game prediction, ladies and gents. It's all updated. The formula is good to go according to the mighty win. He's the 4th time already you fixed this. You numpty. Numpty is a word, by the way.
That's because you keep on.
No, I'm not touching anything.
Formulas.
No, I'm not touching anything. By the way,
well, you better not. I'm watching now.
Numpty is a word that was invented, I'm sure, but a long time ago. But it's very much a popular word in this channel now. And it was made aware by Roy, and now everybody says Numpty. So
The Qatari Numpty.
Right now we got. Let me go down. I believe it's me. Chris got 2 points. Derek's got 3 points. He's in the lead right now. He's now Paul's got 0. Paul's got 0, man. And then this is who? Roy from Qatar has 3, and Dom has just a little single point. So right now I'm third. I'm third because the mighty win and Roy. And again, the person that loses this, the last, will give a membership. I mean, not will essentially give something away to members, and
something incredibly valuable.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a car, a boat, or something like that. But all right, so for this weekend's performance, Fulham, we're gonna do this here. Fulham, Newcastle away in London, Southwest London.
I'll give that away.
Oh, there we go. A low wallet. There we go. That's get the wallet, baby. With money or without money, because that's one hell of a membership. You get the money in. I'll go with my prediction last. Derek, what is your prediction? And everybody, by the way, please say your prediction right now in the chat. What is your prediction for Saturday's game?
Well, look
Derek,
at that. What have I predicted the previous 2 games?
What the hell did you predict? Let me see. 3-1. Are you gonna continue with that shite?
I'm gonna continue with 3-1.
Man, this is crazy, man. Okay, and I were old people. Paul, your prediction for this match, my brother?
Well, I'm always wrong, so I must be wrong again. If about 3, because I don't think Everton would have scored without that mistake from Demet. And I don't think Fulham have got much going forward at the moment. I think they're stuck. I'm be brave. I'm going to go with 4-0 to Newcastle.
Oh, that's a
4-0.
4-0.
Man, that's
You're the
crazy.
man.
Good man.
4-0.
I enjoyed that.
All right. We don't have Roy's prediction yet. At least let's somebody text that dude and tell him to give his prediction. Let me see. Somebody let him know. All right. Dom, what is your prediction, man?
Well, I'm a little bit worried about this Muniz guy. He scored 8 goals in 9 games. So that's giving me the jitters. So I'm going to, because I've been predicting wrong, and I don't want to get killed in the comments section here, I'm going to go with Fulham to win the game.
What?
Because I've been wrong. Because I've been wrong every time. I will jinx Fulham.
All
I'm
of us
going
been
to
wrong.
say 3-1 to Fulham.
3-1, man.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's crazy to me.
Now we'll win. Now we'll win. Now that I've said that.
Yeah, cool, man.
Well, you're taking a hit for the lads.
That's what you say,
Exactly.
man. All right. Well, myself, I'm going to go on a limb here. And it's going to be a very strong limb because you know I'm a big guy. Man, what is going to be the score? We're away. We're in southwest London. We're not in southeast. That would have changed my prediction. I'm going to say 3-2 the Tune. So I'm going to put 2 and 3. No, right? Is that how it goes? Oh man!
In England, the home team's first.
Well, I know that's the anywhere numpty, but I mean in this thing, it says in favor and against.
In American sports, it's a away team that goes first. It's such and such.
No, but look, this thing, says forward, in favor or against, right? So who gets who gets the 3? Us.
4, yes.
Okay, so
and against 2.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
all right. We will have to wait on Roy's prediction to see what he thinks.
Yeah.
But as far as right now, that's what it's looking like. I say 3-2. Derek says 3-1. Paul says 4-0. Dom 3-1. We were waiting to see what Roy's prediction is going to be.
Roy still hasn't messaged his.
Hell on.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Well, I'm really hoping that Paul's right on this one.
Well, can you imagine 4-0?
I'm in your corner. I'm in your corner, Paul. Come on.
That's a pretty relevant win right there. All right, so I mean, now let's go with our. Let me just see real quick. Our man of the match. I mean, what do we think? Who's going to be the one? I'm going to go with the last one was Burn. Who can be? I said Barnes last time, but I'm going to say Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon for me. All right. So Paul.
I mean, like I said, I'm always wrong. I'm gonna keep on this until he actually turns up, the idiot. I'm going with Joe Willock. He has to turn up. He has to turn up once, and he can turn up on Saturday, Mr. Willock.
You might have a lot of his family there watching.
Yeah, you've been terrible, buddy. So wake the fuck up, and you have to demand a match for me, mate. Come on, I believe in you.
Hell yeah, Derek.
I'm going to go with Bruno, and I think he'll get a brace.
Interesting.
What is
I
it?
think he's going to find his shooting boots.
Braces 2 goals.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Dom.
I'm going to say Isak will score a goal. He'll get his 20th of the season.
Isak.
So he's going to be man of the match in the losing team.
No, bro, I'm picking the best Newcastle player, right? Okay, man of the match will be Muniz or something like that. 2 goals. There you go.
Well, Predator is not too happy. You predicted us to lose, man. But he's trying to jinx Fulham. You know, everybody's got a.
I predicted a win in the last game, and it went horribly wrong.
There's madness in his method.
Yeah, there's a method to the madness, or madness to the method. What a great show, man. Any last news topics that you guys would like to converse?
No, but I hope you have a great time in Nashville with the Newcastle contingent.
Yeah, man, it's going to be great. We're going to, again, this is my first time going to any meetups, anything like that about Newcastle. There's a big, large Newcastle United community in America that we haven't tapped into as a channel. And so, we definitely, it's good for networking, man. So, we'll meet John O'Hare, of course. He's really well known when it comes to American fans. And when he goes to the Tune, people know him and stuff like that. Certain people. I mean, the Tune is it's a big place anyway. But regardless, we're going to be going there tomorrow morning, probably. Yeah, tomorrow morning, sometime. We're going to do the breakfast show tomorrow, and then probably after that, a few hours after that, I'll take off to Nashville. We're going to drive, me and my wife, have a good time, have a good pint.
What are the roads like to there?
What do you mean?
They're freeways
they're paved roads, man. We're not. It's not like your time.
Well, I've seen you driving down your dirt tracks.
You had to travel by a horse coach and stuff like that, But no, we don't have to do that here.
That's where I live, mate. It's all tractors and stuff where I live.
We got that around here.
Who are?
There is one interesting update here, actually. Like I didn't know this earlier. It says when the training images come out, training ground, they said there was no sign of Fabian Schär or Emil Kraft. And then Bell told, which is quite
the hell's bells, man.
God, so I'm hoping they're fit. Well, I'm hoping Schär is.
Well, you know, an opportunity for Murphy to show what he's got.
Damn it, to get in there and make up for his mistake.
Well,
oh my God,
the obvious one.
If he starts on Saturday, oh my God.
Who? Dumb it. No way.
Well, imagine we haven't had two left footers in the.
I'll tell you this though, it would not surprise me. It would not surprise me because Eddie is that type of guy that just wants to.
We've had two right footers in because Shea played on the left with Lascelles for a few games.
He wants his players to redeem themselves, and we've seen it before. It would not surprise me, but I just would assume that at some point Eddie is gonna take the. I mean, he's going to realize that if he's going to do him he's just not going to be good. I mean, it's not going to be good. I mean, we're away though, so essentially he could try it, but just if he makes another mistake, and that could be something as little as maybe the Fabian Schär, faking that he got hit in the head and going to the ground. If Dummett does that in this match, it's going.
No, that's one thing Dummett would never do.
No, I don't think he
will. Getting hurt.
Well, he'll just grab your body slam somebody and give a penalty.
Yeah, okay, then. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, man. I don't know. I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it if I was the one and only Eddie Howe. But
this Predator guy's giving me a lot of stick in the comments. Come on.
Oh, man. Predator is Predator. Damn.
I didn't say I want Dummett in the starting lineup. I said that Schär. If Schär's injured, Eddie will probably start in the center. I would start Murphy.
Predator is going in, ladies and gents. All right. Well, listen, we've had a canny show, as they say in the UK. And it's time to bring it on home. It's time to close it up. And I mean, listen, hopefully Newcastle United win tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, but Saturday. And tomorrow, again, breakfast show tomorrow morning or tomorrow midday for you guys. Always keep in mind, it's probably, let me see. Let me actually think about it now. Somewhere around midday, maybe 1 p.m., maybe 11 a.m. Somewhere around there, we're going to be live. So, a big thank you to our mods as well, Julie J, Queen of Heart. Haven't seen much trolls in the evening, so maybe he's got stuff going on, but he's been on the shows in the mornings, so appreciate that. And Mighty Mag, of course, on every show.
Mighty Mag's there, Ian's there.
Ian Fleming as well, every show. So I appreciate all of you doing amazing work, keeping the chat clean and helping the folks to understand that likes matter. And it's a big deal. And I know people
a free pen at the end of the season. A free
there
pen.
We go. A free pen. No, but I mean, help us out. I mean, you guys do an amazing work at it because growing the channel the likes matters a lot. I mean, people don't understand. People are like, why do you always ask that? What is it, an ego thing? No, it's not an ego thing. I could care less.
Mate, it can be dislikes. It can be dislikes. We're not bothered. Either of them go into the algorithm for YouTube.
I'd rather have likes though. I'd rather have likes. But regardless, stay tuned and of course help us grow, because we're actually doing pretty good, man, for a channel that just started in December. I mean, it's unbelievable, to be honest. I mean, I could never imagine what we're doing right now. We've gained. We are at 1,140 subs now.
Nice.
So in just less than a week, we've gained over 100 subs. So it's amazing. But thank you for your support. By the way, there's a video clip that we just posted not too long ago before we started the show, and go watch it. It's the mighty when Newcastle fan defends Paul Dummett for trying against in that move. Go watch it, because you're gonna have a lot of fun. And of course, tell them what you really feel.
Taken out of context.
No, it's not. That's what you said. You said you said that. To be fair,
I gave him 1 point out of 10.
No, it doesn't matter. All that's nonsense. You said we got to be nice to him because he tried.
Where's the mighty bin, mate? If you're still in the chat, we need you to make an out of context Derek now.
Yeah, out of context. And also, where's the other the fan club, the Mighty Wins fan club?
What's an out of context?
It's like anything that
they take clips of you and they'll just play out of context.
Yeah.
All right, I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's good fun. Anyways, folks, I appreciate your support. We will see you tomorrow midday in the evening, in later at night. Thank you so much. We'll see you later. Bye bye.
Cheers, guys.
See you later, folks. Hit those likes.